Hi everyone, my name's Mike from EcoTraining, and just like you to sit back and relax. Today we're going to be showing you how to tickle your taste buds out in the bush and brew some Marula beer. It's going to be fantastic. First thing we need to do is obviously find a Marula tree that's fruiting. The riper or the closer to ripe the fruit, the better, because you don't want to take too long to brew the beer. So if you can find one with nice ripe fruits, the best. So let's go and have a look if we can find one. Alright everyone, I found ourselves a Marula tree and it's actually dropping lots of fruits. How I know it's a Marula is if you look at it, it's got a nice circular trunk, very tall, grey, round, circular flakes of bark coming off, and a nice big canopy. And this one is actually producing quite a lot of fruits. It's right at the corner of our camp, which is actually perfect. We didn't have to walk too far, as you can see all around here. We're just going to pick up some of these fruits to make sure we've got plenty for our Marula beer. Okay, so we've collected a bunch of the fruits from underneath this tree. Of course, this is just one small basket full. We need to collect a lot more than this, which we will do. But the next process is to clean these all off and then cut the fruits out of the skins and start the fermentation process, which I'll show you. And so here we've collected all those fruits from under that tree and a few others, and I'm going to add them to some that we collected earlier into this big bucket of water, where we're just going to rinse the outside to get off any bugs and things that might be on them. Alright. Alright, so now we've cleaned the fruits off, we've gotten most of the gunk off. Now it's time to squeeze the seed and the juice from the skin. And we're going to put that in a bucket and then throw away the peels, keep it nice and neat. Alright. Put the fork in, roll the fork along the inside of the skin until it peels off a long strip like this. You squeeze that out. Simple as that. But there's a lot to do, so I'm going to hand this over to the students and they're going to do the hard work, the labor. Alright, so what we're going to be doing now is all these fruits have been juiced already, the skins have been taken off, and that's all just juice, there's nothing added to that, that's a lot of juice. Then we've got the skins in one, and there's an empty clean container in another one. So what we're going to do is we've added water to the skins. We're just going to slightly mix them around to loosen up any of the pulp and juice that might be left on the skins. Then we're going to squeeze each and every single one of these fruit pips to get as much juice as we can off there. Then we're going to add those to this empty bucket. Add water to the empty bucket, just enough to cover the fruits. Then use a spoon like this to loosen as much of the pulp off as we can, and we're going to let that ferment. Add the two juices together, a little bit of sugar to make it sweeter if you want. 2 or 3 days later, you should have a wonderful brew. So this part that we're doing here with the skins is not really what they normally do. We're just trying it out as a little bit of extra juice, just to see what happens. So here we've got Rupert, he's one of our students, he's going to be helping me with this. So Rupert is going to be taking these seed pips in his hand, he's going to squeeze them, take a whole handful, squeeze them as much as you can to get the juice right off there. And then empty those pips with as little juice as possible here into this container. And keep doing, and then this container is going to have water added just to cover the pips. And that's also what's going to help with the fermentation. Look at that squeezing out of his fingers there. That looks delicious. Like glue. Get it all off there. So this is going to take a little while. So why don't you go and relax. We'll continue with this. It'll take us about an hour, and then we'll tell you how it goes once we finish. We'll show you how it goes. Alright, so now what we've done is we've basically soaked these skins a little bit to get some of the pulp off. We have got Marula seeds that have been already pre-squeezed in here with water, just churning them up to get more of the pulp off. And in this bucket we've got basically just the pulp and the juice, the good stuff. Okay, so now we're just going to add this water from the skins. This is a bit of an experiment, I don't usually do this, but I'm trying it out. Looks good.
Lovely.
How's that? Those bubbles even coming off it.
They mix it in there. I think that's enough for mixing of those things. Just let them soak there now. It's just about letting them soak in the water, just to let this pulp sort of fall off a bit later. Okay, great. Almost there. In about, well, the next step is basically to take all these seeds out, empty the juice and the water into this bucket, seal the lid, let the fermentation process do the rest of the work for us. So everyone, this has now been fermenting in this bucket for 2 days with the lid on. We keep opening it every now and again, and this is what we have currently. As you can see, all the pulp has risen to the top. A lot of fermentation has taken place. So now we have to remove this pulp from the top, take it out, and what liquid is left is what we might consume. All right.
There you go. Put it in there. See?
That's so cool. Okay everyone, so this is Rosie. She's our camp chef. She is our knowledgeable expert on Marula Beer brewing. So she's actually just going to help us strain the last pieces off before we give it a little taste test. Thanks Rosie.
Pleasure. So, cheers.
Here's it. Cheers. Oh, that is good. That is really good.
That is perfect, yeah.
Woo. Alright everyone, so with this Marula Beer I do declare a toast to a fantastic 2 weeks in the bush, to a fantastic brew, hopefully, and 2 great things ahead for you guys in the next 6 weeks of your course. Cheers!
Cheers!
Oh, that's delightful. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed watching us make this Marula Beer as much as we're enjoying drinking it. Until next time, hit the like and subscribe button. Cheers.